And now, please welcome the Fall 2015 graduating class. The Fall 2015 graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of ArtCenter College of Design, Dr. Lorne Buckman.
Good morning. It's a privilege to welcome you to the Pasadena Civic to honor ArtCenter's Fall 2015 graduating class. Before I begin, this is our third graduation in this magnificent space, but this is the first one at the holiday season. So you'll notice to my right and to my left certain decorations on the stage that we inherited and we unfortunately weren't able to mask sufficiently. But through the genius of Jojo Tardino, we have orange dots on it. Maybe some of you brilliant graduates would like to design something for the city for next year. So I was listening recently to an interview with the artist Anne Hamilton. Actually, she prefers to be called a maker rather than an artist, and she offered the following reflection. When you're making something, you don't know what it is for a really long time. So you have to kind of cultivate the space around you where you can trust the thing that you can't name. And if you feel a little bit insecure, or somebody questions you, or you need to know what it is, then what happens is you give that thing that you're trying to listen to away. And so, how do you cultivate a space that allows you to dwell in that not knowing? Dwelling in the not knowing. Let's reflect on that for a moment. Sounds like a space at once intriguing and vulnerable. I don't believe many of us are encouraged to stay in spaces like that too often, especially at school or work. I mean, can you imagine responding to a question at a midterm crit with the words, you know, I'm just kind of dwelling in a space of not knowing right now. I'll get back to you. It's actually a reasonable response when you think about it, but it might not be the path initially anyway to a 4.0 GPA. But often when we are at our creative best, we are also in a space of uncertainty, at least for a period of time. There is much wisdom, I think, in Hamilton's call to us. Trust the thing you can't name. I am reminded of a concept suggested by the poet John Keats in a comment about Shakespeare. Keats famously coined the term negative capability when celebrating the capacity of the artist to accommodate the unknown, the unnameable. Here's what he says: negative capability, that is when one is capable of being in uncertainties, mysteries, doubts, without any irritable reaching after facts and reason. My own education in the humanities, in the arts, and the theater most unequivocally affirms the ambiguity and uncertainty of human experience. The greatest books, the most compelling works of art, the deepest meditations all find power not by resolving contradictions, but by holding them, often with great exuberance, in a creative tension. It is reflected in Beckett's preoccupation with the color gray. It is Shakespeare knowing that what makes great tragedy is great questions, not fixed answers. It is Bertolt Brecht refusing to acquiesce to the communist authorities by making Mother Courage a didactic treatise. The Marxist in him may have wanted to do that, but the poet in him knew it would ruin his play. This is why politicians who haughtily bang the table calling out, "This is the way it is," are to me fundamentally untrustworthy. I know the issues that seem so certain to their assertions are actually gray, that human life is not black and white, as they would claim, and that to argue thus flagrantly misses a reality of human experience. The story, the issue, the truth is always more complex. As Keats would have it, it's the artist who holds the capacity for negative capability. The politician clearly does not. In the immortal words of the great Leonard Cohen, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. And all this points to the larger question, how do we move from the unknowing, from the unresolved, to the choices that we need to make in life? I, for example, am called upon as president to make decisions and choices all the time. In that role, I cannot forever dwell in the not knowing. Some kind of resolution is necessary, and I must find my way to it, even as I acknowledge along the way the reality of the unknown. Making the choice, therein lies the entire point. Anne Hamilton's insight resonates completely for me in my work. Making the call in ambiguity is the skill I have had to learn. But I've learned it only through practice. I have learned it only through the making of leadership. You see, on the intellectual level, the ambiguities remain. But through practice, the fundamental creative endeavor, one can move from what might be a paralysis of contradiction or uncertainty to a place of action. Making, what you all do, is the bridge. And if you look at Hamilton's work, she moves from the space of not knowing to her brilliant installations only through her process of making. It is both beautiful and compelling. All of you, the graduating class of fall 2015, are makers in your various ways. And the gift I celebrate here is your capacity to create that bridge. And with all irony admitted, to accept uncertainty, to carry the capacity of negative capability, to trust what cannot yet be named, may in fact help you find your way to greater appreciation and compassion for human experience, empathy, understanding, openness. If your education at ArtCenter gave you that, in addition to the skill and power and courage to make your way to meaningful personal and professional lives, then we have that much more to celebrate. To the graduating class of fall 2015, I honor your drive and your wisdom and all that you have brought to this community and that you will now bring to the world. We are perhaps uncertain about what that might be, but let's listen carefully to the richness of that question and the creative gift that it is. Congratulations to you all. I am and will remain in awe for what you have achieved. Thank you. Let me now introduce the graduating class with some basic facts and figures. You total 164 in number. 155 of you are graduating with a bachelor's degree, 9 of you with a master's. The average GPA of today's undergraduates is 3.41, and of graduate students, 3.53. Along the way, 139 of you, nearly 85%, took an official leave of absence to pursue internships, create special projects, catch your breath. During our recruitment open house, many of you were able to meet and share your work with 180 industry professionals who visited campus to hire our graduating students. 138 of you came to us from all around the United States, and 26 from a variety of foreign countries, including Indonesia, Canada, Iran, Turkey, and Switzerland. Once again, on behalf of the entire ArtCenter community, I want to acknowledge all that you have achieved. May you continue to thrive with the strength of your ArtCenter education at your core as you move forward to the next chapter of your lives. Congratulations again. And now I'd like to introduce to you the educational leadership of ArtCenter, as well as some special guests who are with us today. Please stand when I call your name. Bob Davidson, Chairman of ArtCenter's Board of Trustees. And he's joined in the audience by fellow trustee Doug Boyd. Are you out there, Doug? We're also joined in the audience by our colleague, Wada Tatsuya, Department Chairman of Product and Textile Design, Tama Art University, Japan. On stage, the man behind the poster, illustration alumnus, Drew Struzen. Cherished faculty member and illustration alumnus, Gary Meyer. Mari Nakano, Media Design Practices alumna and Visual Design Lead for the UNICEF Innovation Lab. Brandon Carrillo, President of ArtCenter Student Government. Fred Feilau, our Provost. Ray Coralico, Associate Provost of Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Wendy Adest, Chair, Integrated Studies. Mariana Amatula, Vice President, Design Matters. Ann Burdick, Chair, Graduate Media Design Practices. Ann Field, Chair, Illustration. Is Tim Flattery here? Tim's here? Gary Goldsmith, Chair, Advertising. Tim Flattery, Chair of Entertainment Design. Welcome back, my friend. I didn't see you, yeah. Nick Hoffermas, Chair, Graphic Design. Maggie Hendry, Chair, Interaction Design, and a special welcome to her first graduating class. Karen Hoffman, Chair, Product Design. Dennis Keeley, Chair, Photography and Imaging. Tom Nechtel, Acting Chair, Fine Art. Ross Lamana, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Film. Jane McFadden, Chair, Humanities and Sciences. David Makarsky, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Environmental Design. Andy Ogden, Chair, Graduate Industrial Design. Stuart Reed, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Transportation Design. We always know where the easy A's are around here, yeah. Jason Smith, Associate Chair, Graduate Art. Dana Walker-Jewett, Managing Director, Public Programs. And Jeff Wartle, Executive Director, Graduate Transportation Systems and Design. Please join me in a warm round of applause and acknowledgement of their influence and leadership. I'd also like to recognize another vital group of individuals whose daily contributions are at the heart of the educational process. Without the fine faculty of ArtCenter, the caliber of work produced by our students would not be possible, and we owe them our gratitude for their dedicated efforts in the classroom. I'd like to ask all current and former ArtCenter faculty members who are with us today to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause and acknowledgement of our faculty and their crucial contribution to the educational process. Thank you. It also gives me great pleasure to recognize our first ever faculty and chair emeritus honorees. The title of emeritus is bestowed upon retired or departed chairs or faculty members who have provided distinguished service to the college for a period of at least 15 years. All recipients are first nominated by their peers and following a rigorous review process can be eligible to receive this status. The emeritus faculty and chairs we recognize today are as follows. Jeremy Gilbert Rolfe, who taught in our graduate art program for nearly 3 decades, including 11 years as department chair, and Lawrence Dryband, who led our undergraduate fine art program, astonishingly, for 40 years. Additionally, we have awarded emeritus status to 2 individuals posthumously, Leah Hoffmitz-Milken, who taught graphic design at ArtCenter for 20 years. Her legacy continues to inspire students in our new Hoffmitz-Milken Center for Topography. I'm also greatly honored to extend this recognition to beloved faculty member Norman Sherman, who taught product design for more than 20 years and who passed away in March of 2010. We welcome his family here today, and I'd like to ask Norm's wife, Fatih, his 2 sons, Milo and Kian, and his parents, Mary and Bob, who was also a dedicated faculty member, to please rise and be recognized on his behalf. Thank you. We all miss Norm profoundly, and it's wonderful to honor him today. I mentioned earlier that several of our graduates come to us from a variety of international countries. In continuing with an ArtCenter tradition, we would like to recognize and welcome those of you who have traveled from afar to be with us here today, and we ask that you please stand as your friend or family member's name is called.
Thomas Bellison is joined by his mother and father from Toulon, France. Daniel Bromberg's aunt joins him from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Claire Chen's mother and brother are here from Taipei, Taiwan. She also is joined by her other brother from Hong Kong. Di Chen celebrates today with his father from Nanjing, China. Lily Li Yi Chen is joined today by her parents from Taichung, Taiwan. YG Chu's mother and father and brother are here today from Singapore. Brittany Lambari enjoys the day with her aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandmother from both the Philippines and Guam. Pei Lu celebrates today with her grandmother from Malaysia. Pearl Lynn Lee is joined today by her sister from Canada. Chen Wen Wong's father and grandparents are in attendance from Taipei, Taiwan. Mariko Higaki Iwai's mother and aunt join her from Tokyo, Japan. Ella Yunajong is joined today by her mother from Seoul, South Korea. Joseph Kahn celebrates today with his parents from Taipei, Taiwan. So-Yeon Kim is joined today by her mother from Seoul, South Korea. Janya Menges has both parents here from Bangkok, Thailand. Oriana Menendez's grandmother joins her from Caracas, Venezuela. Marcello Reilly's Italian parents, living in Costa Rica, are celebrating with him here today. Jonathan Shi is joined today by his mother and father from Taipei, Taiwan, and his brother from Tokyo. Wesley Sun's mother is here from Taipei, Taiwan. Chris Yu Jensai has both parents in attendance from Taipei, Taiwan. Claudia Wong's parents hail today from Changzhou, China. Ting Wu's mother, aunts, and uncle join her from both Shenzhen and Shanghai, China. And lastly, Samir Yalaswarapu is enjoying the day with his mother and father from Hyderabad, India.
It's important to recognize that all of our graduates today are part of a larger whole. The families gathered here, fathers and mothers, grandparents, spouses, lovers, partners, aunts and uncles, sisters, brothers, friends of all kind who have supported our graduates, on their journey. So what I would like to do is, consistent with an Art Center tradition, is ask all the graduating students to please rise. And I would like, hang on, and I would like you to turn around and thank them for all that they do to make this possible. Okay, thank you. Yeah. All right, please be seated. That kind of worked, huh? All right, I'd like to now give you a quick overview of our programs today. We will begin with the presentation of our Student Leadership Award, remarks by our Valedictorian, followed by the presentation of our Alumni Awards, then the graduation address, and finally we will move to the conferral of degrees to our graduating students. So let's get started. Please welcome Ray Caralico, Associate Provost of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, to present the Student Leadership Award. Ray?
Thank you, Lauren. Each term, a committee of Art Center students, faculty, and staff presents the Student Leadership Award to a graduating student who has not only amassed an impressive list of accomplishments demonstrating skill in doing things, but also, and perhaps more importantly, has demonstrated the character to be compassionate, caring, and interested in making human connections as much as making great art and effective design. This semester's award recipient has worked as a peer mentor and teaching assistant. She helped found the Art Center Business Club and coordinated our most recent TEDx conference. Those are just some of the things she did. The persons who recommended her for the award identified her skill in working with people across all majors and disciplines, her passion for cultivating greatness in others, not just herself, her dedication to helping others, her motivation to inspire her peers, her commitment to optimism and positivity, and her eagerness to dream big ideas. Those are some of the things she is. Because of her combination of skill, talent, and integrity, it is my honor to present the Fall 2015 Student Leadership Award to graphic design major Perlin Lee.
Thank you, Ray. It's okay to be human. It's okay to be human. The last 4 years of my life, like many before me here today, have spent time either standing away at that last notch, figuring out the spacing between two letters, in between endless lines of code, or adjusting keyframes. When people see what we make at Art Center, seamless and pristine, all seems magical. But we very well know that magic was not involved. You have loved ones who have sacrificed their time and put in hard work so that you can be in this very seat today. My father knows this best, having made the best of his upbringing in an impoverished farmland in China, as he was abandoned as a child. He had nothing, barely any food to survive the next day, but it's these moments that drive us to be better, to want more, to continue life with conviction. He made the choice to go forward. And because he did, he met my mom. After they had met, he told me that he would put roses in front of her doorstep every morning. Had he not met my mom, they wouldn't have had 3 crazy daughters. Because of my parents, my sisters and I were able to pursue things that they themselves would have liked to pursue. I've always believed that my father is creative. Yet along with my mom and oldest sister, he chose a different path to start a business to support the family. My family sacrificed their careers so I can pursue mine. I owe them my life. The founding of ArtCenter Business Club and TEDx didn't come about magically. Business Club was not founded in a boardroom. It was founded at midnight in the computer labs when we were taking a break from our work. The creation of TEDx started through a conversation in the cafeteria. My point is, it's okay to step away from the computer sometimes and walk around a bit. These experiences brought people together, created a union, a connection between people that stitched together a culture to make us human again. It grounded us. Leadership is about the connection between people. Leadership is about doing something bigger than yourself, something that leaves people feeling empowered. I learned that leadership is about bringing people together. Like family, they make us better versions of ourselves, better than what our past imagined. As we prepare to receive our diplomas, to step outside of these doors, to later become alumni, I encourage us to all think about the people who, without them, none of this would be possible now. Whether here today or present in memory, let's all take this time to stand up, text, or yell aloud a big thank you to your families behind you. Thank you. Great. Don't end it there. Promise you'll take them out, spend more time with them during the holidays coming up. Because the truth is, the stuff behind the magic is the people, you all before me. Thank you.
Thank you, Berlin, and congratulations, and kudos to you for incredible contributions to this community. I'd like now to invite Tenny Isakonian to the stage to address her classmates. Tenny began on her path to ArtCenter by taking courses in our public programs, including Saturday High and ArtCenter at Night, and today I'm proud to introduce her as our valedictorian. She is graduating from the illustration department, having maintained an astonishing cumulative GPA of 3.973. I wonder where it went wrong. I don't understand, yeah. The highest of the fall 2016 graduating class. Come on up, Tenny.
All right. Hi, everyone. All right, woo. Let's do this. So I do want to start with a quick thanks to a lot of people, starting obviously with our administration, these lovely gentlemen and ladies in suits and scarves, and to our staff, to our facilities, literally the men and women who keep our building functional and clean and keep us from drowning in candy wrappers in the computer labs and coffee cups, which is often the case. I'd like to thank, on a personal note, I really love to thank the illustration department, Maite, Deidre, our chair, and Fields for everything they've done, and they continue to do. I want to thank friends and family, all of y'all in the audience. Thanks for being here. It means a lot to us that you're just present and filling up these seats and making me feel more nervous than I should be, but you really have, Perlin couldn't have said it any better. You've sacrificed so much, and you've supported us so well throughout however many years we've been here, so thank you, and thank you for putting up with our unusual work ethic and our odd hours of operation. Mom, I promise I'll come home before 4 a.m. from now on. So thank you guys, thank you so much, and I'm pretty sure you're as happy as we are to be graduating, and if not, your bank accounts probably are. So thank you. Thanks for that too. Well, we'll pay it back. A huge thanks to our instructors. I know a bunch of you are in that section over there. Yeah, hi, David. Really, our instructors here, for those of you who don't know, they are just so incredible. They make their program what it is. They're kind of life coaches for us. They teach us the amazing knowledge they've collected over the years, their patience. They take time outside of their class, hours, just to help us with projects or talk to us, or they're practically therapists too, by the way. They should carry on Kleenex all the time, because I know we come sobbing all the, yeah. So anyways, thank you, you guys. Lou, hi, Dad. You know you have fantastic faculty when you can baby talk them and they don't throw you out of class, so they're awesome. And lastly, of course, graduates, congrats, we're free. Yeah, we're out of here, woo! I know, finally. You guys, congratulations. I'm not gonna talk about all the stuff you've gone through. You know it, we know it, you know, everybody knows it. It was one hell of a fight, and you guys, if the fact that you're here, and you're sitting there listening to me or texting thank you to your parents or whatever you're doing right now, congratulations. You guys, really, I know you put a lot of work in, so I hope you're feeling great. I hope you're feeling really proud to be here. I hope you're proud of yourself. And honestly, I hope that you continue to feel great and proud throughout your life. YG, are you recording this? Oh, God. Okay. Really, I think what I actually really want to talk about, because I was thinking about, well, what do I want to share with you? Because you've been through 4 years plus of this school. You've learned so much. You've grown so much. So I was thinking, well, you know, what is there I can offer you? And I figured there's something for me that it's an element that we struggle with all the time as creatives, as designers, as human beings, actually. So everyone in the audience, this really applies to you, too. And that is the struggle to value ourselves and to maintain our self-worth, especially when we run into difficult situations. I hope that all of you have amazing experiences with your work, with your life. I hope that you're just killing it at work and your boss worships the ground you walk on, and you know, they put your face on a billboard. I don't know, like, I hope you just do so well, but a lot of us are gonna have trouble finding work. We're gonna lose our jobs here and there. We're gonna pitch ideas that are getting rejected, and you're gonna feel like, oh my God, like, I am useless. So I know it's gonna happen, and I think those are the times where we really start to question our value. Like, are we worth anything? We're in this industry and we can't even get this stuff working. And what I want to share with you is something that I realized through my experience in life, but also at ArtCenter, and that is your value is completely separate from the work that you make. You as a person, as a human being, as a designer, your value and your self-worth has nothing to do with your work. Your work is something you should have fun with, enjoy it, you know, it's you playing and being creative and doing something you love, but don't let it define you. If you're having trouble at work, it does not reflect on you. If you're having trouble finding a job, it does not reflect on you. And I just want to share 2 stories that kind of helped me realize that. Well, one of them is actually a story that's a little bit of I guess, advice for how to retain that mindset, which is very difficult. So this term, I took a class with Bill Perkins, who is a phenomenal instructor and artist. He's worked at Disney for like millennia. He probably like came to work on a dinosaur. He's amazing. He's just incredible. He's not that old. Don't tell him I said that. But he's awesome. So our class was quite rambunctious. And I heard wooing there. Oh, Stella, hi. That was my partner in crime. So we had, this class, we had a lot of fun. You know, like, we were enthusiastic about the material. We were asking questions. We harassed Bill so much, this poor man. We forced him, we gave him a homework assignment to tell us who his favorite Disney princess was. He complied after like 3 weeks. We brought a piñata on the last day of class and had a holiday party. Anyways, this class was pretty wild, but you know, there was a lot of enthusiasm, there was a lot of camaraderie. We're all learning from each other, and we were helping each other. And we actually didn't do that great a job at delivering all our homework, which we could have been better at. But I was talking to Bill at the end of the class, and he said to me, he said, you know, I felt like I put so much more into this class than I did at the classes I taught at other schools, on a subconscious level. And he said, and I think it was you guys. I mean, you had so much enthusiasm. I mean, again, we didn't even deliver like as much work as we should have, but beyond that, we just had such a human connection with each other and with our instructor and the people, and that was so valuable to him, and it was so valuable to us, and it was an incredible experience. So, you're a human being, there's life beyond your work, and you should do a great job, but always maintain your connections. Like, know that you're a son, you're a daughter, you're a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, whatever, everything. You're everything. So just remember that. You're someone before all of that, and that should be something that you will determine your value out of, and how you interact and treat other people. It's super important. One thing I learned at ArtCenter is be nice to everybody. I mean, even if you're not an extrovert, like you're not as crazy as I am, if you're more introverted, like that's totally fine. Just be good to people. It comes around. The second story is a little bit of a funny one. So the second point I want to make, what helped me really remember this aspect of life for myself, was to surround yourself with individuals who support you, who value you for who you are, and know you well enough to know how to encourage you in their own unique way. My third term at ArtCenter, I was taking a painting workshop. And it was just a no credit workshop, just for practice. And I was working on this giant Tiepolo master copy. And I think there was 2 weeks for the term to end, and I was nowhere near finishing this thing. And I was saying it with Richard Houston, and so Will Weston is another professor I'm super close with. He's phenomenal, bends over backwards for his students. So I come to class, and Richard just moseys on over, and he takes his little Richard pose, and he says, Will doesn't think you can finish this painting. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, actually, we placed a bet on whether or not you would finish this painting. And I was like, you did what? And I was like, oh, it's on. I'm like, okay, now it's happening. So they had placed a bet. I think they bet on cigars. I'm not condoning smoking, don't smoke. If you do, I'm not hating on you, but anyways. They had bet something, and basically if I won, I would get chocolate, which is like gold for me. So in 2 weeks, I finished that painting. I did whatever I had to. I finished that painting. I put a giant red bow on it, and in the morning of Will's class, I put it on his blackboard and just stood there and waited for him. And he came in, and he was just laughing. And the reality was that they did it because they knew if they posed that challenge for me, that I would totally finish that painting. That's how well they knew me. Will knows if someone says, you can't do this, Tenny, I'd be like, oh yeah? Oh, okay. So, he's someone for me who has been incredible support. My friends, too, the people I'm literally imprisoned in the computer labs with. I mean, those are the people that you should go to whenever you're not feeling great about yourself. If you're doubting yourself and it's hard for you to pull yourself up, go to those people. They know how to pull you up. They'll be there to support you. And I just want to encourage you to take advantage of that. You're not fighting this alone. So on that note, I just want to say, make great work. I know you're going to make great work because you're graduating from ArtCenter. You guys have been working your butts off. You're going to do amazing stuff. And when things are not going well and things are really lame, don't doubt yourself. Do your best. It'll happen, but please have faith in yourself. Persevere. You guys can do it. This life is a fight in every way, in the studio, outside the studio. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope that you'll always retain this faith in yourself, and if you don't, come to each other. We're all here for each other. And with that note, that's all I have to say. So thank you.
Wow, that's good energy, man. Yeah. All right, now the Alumni Awards are an annual recognition bestowed by the college and the Office of Alumni Relations with input from students, faculty, staff, and our global alumni community. To begin the presentation of the Alumni Awards, I'd like to invite Mariana Amatulo to the stage to present the Young Innovator Award. Mariana.
Thank you and good morning. And joining me is Anne Burdick, my close colleague and chair of media design practices. I am honored to introduce today our center's Young Innovator Alumni Award recipient, Mary Nakano. This award is given to individuals in recognition of their extraordinary accomplishments in creative innovation. It is granted to those who are creating the novel. It is granted to those who are creating the useful, the very definition of innovation. Mary's trajectory since graduation from media design practices in 2010 embodies the very spirit of this award. Today, in her current role as a visual strategist and lead designer of UNICEF's Innovation Unit at headquarters in New York, Mary works across the time zones of 5 continents, translating and bridging the communication needs of audiences far and wide, ranging from international policymakers, UNICEF frontline workers, and the millions of underserved youth around the world with little internet access, little education that UNICEF cares after. Mary thrives with the ingenuity, agility, and ambiguity tolerance that her professional context demands. One of a world of profound complexity and inequity, where the changes required to innovate are changes in kind and not changes of degree, as Ray and Charles Eames famously quipped once. As a designer, as a Design Matters Fellowship mentor, as an innovator, Mary's restless drive to see deeply and confront problems with optimism and compassion has been of a great personal inspiration to me and my colleagues for the past several years of our collaboration. And for that, I wish to celebrate her with you today and say thank you. To present the award to Mary with me and conclude these remarks, here's her former chair, Ann Burdick.
Thank you. Thank you, Mariana, for giving us a sense of Mari's impressive accomplishments. I want to just say a few words about Mari when she was a student in media design. She was always interested in education and design. And in her thesis work, she worked with young people imagining the future. So she created situations in which youth from a variety of different backgrounds could think about what they want the future to be like. And for her, this wasn't a science fiction adventure, this was an act of social justice. The sense of agency and this sense of empowerment and self-determination that was behind that work has now found a home with Mari's work at UNICEF. After graduation, she went through a lot of the normal growing pains, had a variety of different kinds of jobs. I'm thinking back to the comments of our valedictorian. And with incredible perseverance and some strategic risk-taking, Mari found the right context for her interests and her works to blossom. And from the standpoint of our program, Media Design Practices, this really makes her an exemplar for all of our students. And she's really accomplishing the goals that we set for our graduates to bring design to new domains and to really push the boundaries of what's possible with design in contexts that are sort of in addition to designing products and services. But it also shows, oh, commentary. But it also shows how education is a powerful tool. It's part of UNICEF's mandate, and it's also part of our agenda here today. And where each and every graduate today is creating and imagining their own future. So to Mari, I want to say thank you for opening everyone's imagination to what's possible, and to say that you indeed deserve the award of Young Innovator. Congratulations, Mari.
I don't have a speech prepared, but I just wanted to say a few things. First of all, that was extremely flattering. It's an honor to be back at ArtCenter, and I just wanted to thank ArtCenter College of Design. I wanted to thank Design Matters, and I wanted to thank my family. Like all of you, they supported my crazy and got me to where I am today. And I just wanted to say to all of you, congratulations, keep on keeping on. You know, get some sleep. Don't forget to change your X-Acto knife blades, and you know, print will never die. Thank you.
Now, to present our next two Alumni Awards, I'd like to invite Ann Field to the podium. Ann?
Star Wars, Indiana Jones, E.T. In the public eye, the artwork Drew created was the defining visual imagery for these films. It is what we think of when we think of these films. Raiders in particular stands out like a beacon for me, the first live-action movie to parody the comic genre, the first live-action to riff on the illustrated image as source material. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, there's so much more. Billions of people love his work. We love his work. An illustrator of heart, passion, and beauty. He says he has to find this in his subject in order to create. Sensitive, intuitive. He says he finds the heart that the writer and the producer themselves had in order for him to produce wonderful artwork. And he paints. I became what a movie poster should look like. There's 3 reasons why I paint. To make myself happy, to make other people happy, to support my family. My work is seen everywhere in the world. Illustration brings warmth and humanity, selling the thrills, the truth, adventure, and story. It made all of this exciting to him, and as a result, exciting to us. It is not an intellectual thing, it is an emotional thing, to add beauty, more good, and more love and purpose to this world. Balance, harmony, focus. Every mark is a design. He is brilliant. He's a superstar. He's one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Drew Struzan.
Mention this to you anyway.
I was going in the order of the program, so we're being creative in the moment together.
Okay. I'm still speechless. Lifetime achievement? Am I really done with living?
It's not over. It's not over.
I remember the first day I walked in to ArtCenter, 1965. Directly out of high school, 18 years old.
That's a good start.
Yeah, I asked my teacher in high school, I just want to be an artist. Where's the best school in the world to go to?
ArtCenter.
Don't do that.
Thank you.
When I walked in, I was alone, hungry. I guess I'm not alone anymore.
One of us.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know anybody knew me. I didn't know ArtCenter remembered I was here.
Never forgot.
It's been damn 50 years. That was a lifetime. And to be welcomed back with such kindness. You really are breaking my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for seeing my achievement. Like you said, I do it for simple reasons. I think art communicates with the heart. So I paint to the heart. I paint for the sake of love and beauty and truth, peace and kindness. I get messages from around the world on email about the inspiration for life to keep on going and keep toughing it out and to really want to be happy. That's my reward along with you guys, that art makes people happy and makes life worth living. And if you got it, I'm so very pleased because I have achieved something.
Yes.
And I thank you for your kindness.
Thank you, Julie. What a day. Gary Meyer. Gary Meyer rocks, let's say it. A veteran, an artist, an ArtCenter legacy teacher, 25 years and counting. What does this mean? Gary understands the purpose of ArtCenter. He lives ArtCenter. He understands the path to greatness takes grit. He understands the essential mix of humor and reality. He has loved teaching, and he's made our lives better for it. And he's loved being part of what makes ArtCenter the great school it is today. When I was assigned this role of chair 11 years ago, Gary was the faculty member who stood sentinel, telling me stories about snakes under cars and teachers smoking in class legally. Those were other times, but I think the values are eternal. I think we'll all agree, Gary is unforgettable. It is my greatest pleasure to present this award to Gary Meyer. Please welcome him. To hold it for you, you're going to say a few words?
Hello all. 25 years ago, I stood in front of my first class here at ArtCenter, absolutely petrified with stage fright. Reminds me of this moment right now, you know. Those students taught me quite a bit at that first class, and that was, don't read your lecture, speak extemporaneously if you know what you're talking about. And that turned out to be good advice. And you know, through all those terms of teaching, each class I learned something from kind of a reversal of social order, and including the students here today. Thank you all for that. And I also wanted to say thank you to the people that made this presentation possible. The president, Lauren Buckman, Fred Fela, the provost, and my really brilliant department chair, Ann Field. And I would like to also thank the executive director of Alumni Affairs, my very special friend, Christine Brown, and Robbie Knock, also director of Alumni Affairs. Thank you all. And, you know, in doing a little research to what people say at times like this, I found two things that seem appropriate for me. One of them is that Peter Falk, when he accepted his Academy Award, he said, you know, I'm trying to be real humble about this, but I don't think I'm going to make it. And Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live, the producer, said he was asked to make an award to an actor, and he said, I'm not very comfortable with this. He says, I'm much more comfortable being the honoree, he says. And I would say to everybody, thank you, I'm very comfortable right now.
So I'm kind of in a space of not knowing right now. This is, are we ready to move on with the conferral of degrees? Can anybody help me out here? Yeah? Drew, you good? Everybody's good? Uncertainty. So let us proceed then. I'd like to introduce Bob Davidson, Chair of ArtCenter's Board of Trustees, who will officially initiate the procedure for awarding degrees to our graduating students. Bob?
Well, to the students out there, it looks like I'm the only thing between you and what you've been working for all these years. So I'm going to make my comments very, very brief. It is a great honor for me to be here with all of you today to take part in this special occasion of the college. For the graduates sitting here in front of us, this ceremony represents an important celebration that marks the formal end of your educational experience here at ArtCenter. The board and I recognize that what you have accomplished in being here today is noteworthy and deserves our highest regard. We hope that the knowledge and experience you have gained at ArtCenter will serve you well as you pursue your professional goals. On behalf of the board, I want to express our warmest congratulations to each of you, and we look forward to following your future achievements as alumni and looking for your future contributions to ArtCenter. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the conferral of degrees with Graduate Industrial Design.
Hi, my name is Andy Ogden, and I chair the Graduate Industrial Design program. It's my privilege to introduce our candidates for the Master of Science in Industrial Design. Chase Ermet received the Bachelor of Arts degree in Design Theory and Practice from University of Utah. His thesis work, titled Nurture, is a baby monitor system that helps new parents confidently make the most of their time that their baby is asleep. The system tracks, senses, and learns about their infant's environment and only messages parents when things go outside of the boundaries they set. Please join me in congratulating Chase Ermet. Shiva Faroqi received the Bachelor of Industrial Design from the University of Tehran. Her thesis work, titled In It, is a wearable imaging system that's worn as a pin or pendant. In It allows users to defy time and capture moments after the fact, so they can be fully engaged in moments worth capturing. Please join me in congratulating Shiva Faroqi. Margaret Fry received the Bachelor of Fine Arts from the University of Texas, Austin. Her thesis work, titled Hatch, is a future-focused platform that helps innovators learn how to move their ideas forward and connect with manufacturing resources. Please join me in congratulating Margaret Fry. Max Greenberg received the Bachelor of Science degree in Engineering from the University of Rochester. His thesis work, titled Moat, proposes a new high-end watch brand for the digital age that realizes conceptual models of how we understand time as kinetic precision sculpture. Please join me in congratulating Max. Samir Yeleswarapu received a Bachelor of Pharmacy from BITS Pilani, India. His thesis work investigated the future of play, and his insights led him to develop a next-generation physical toy for young boys that employs key aspects of virtual games. Please join me in congratulating Samir Yeleswarapu. Ekin Zileli received the Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Design from the Izmir University of Economics in Turkey. Her thesis work, titled The Spot, is a new personalized shopping experience for women's attire that blends the advantages of online choices with immersive fitting room technologies and cloud storage for clothing. Please join me congratulating Ekin Zileli. Thank you very much.
Graduate film.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ross Lamanna, Chair of Undergraduate and Graduate Film, and I'm very honored to present the candidates for Master of Fine Arts in Film and also in Broadcast Cinema. Oh, everybody's there. Cool. She's fast. Shiman Mandy Lee received her undergraduate degree in film directing from the Central Academy of Drama in Beijing. She came to ArtCenter with amazing leadership abilities and quickly earned the respect of her fellow students. I hate talking over people's movies. Quickly earned respect of her fellow students with her skill as a director and as a sensitive creator of compelling stories and characters. Her thesis film, entitled Dear Daughter, tells the dramatic and heartbreaking story of a girl named Jade who must come to terms with her prostitute mother, Lauren, after Lauren kills a client in order to protect her daughter. Her written thesis is entitled Lost in Somewhere. Her plans are to shoot her first feature film in China directly after graduation. Mandy, congratulations. Wayne Lin received his undergraduate degree in film theory from the University of California at Berkeley. Wayne's time at ArtCenter was marked by his development as a fearless storyteller whose work is notable for its arresting visuals and its unabashed mainstream appeal, my kind of filmmaker. His thesis, See You Soon, is about a young woman who must confront her troubled past to discover the truth behind her nightmares. His written thesis is entitled Evergreen Old Boys, Masterpiece and Disaster. And after graduation, he's going to be busy. He's going to complete an anthology feature and also develop and shoot another feature motion picture. Wayne, nicely done. Congratulations.
Thanks. Graduate Transportation Systems and Design.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Wardle. I'm the Executive Director for our graduate program in Transportation Systems and Design. And I'm really honored to present to you our one candidate this term for the graduate Masters of Science degree in Transportation Systems and Design, Cody Casali. So for his, before he came into this program, Cody graduated in industrial design from Rhode Island School of Design, and then went on for an entrepreneurial career in manufacturing in the automotive aftermarket business. For his thesis project, Cody has developed an online exchange which brings together designers, engineers, manufacturers, and funders to improve the ecology of the industry around the automotive aftermarket business. So I'd like you to join me in congratulating Cody on getting his degree.
We will now begin the undergraduate degree presentation with advertising.
I'm Gary Goldsmith, Chair of Advertising, and I am pleased to present our candidates for a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Emin Hatamian. Dale Jung. Hannah Ko. Mio Gloria Larasati. Charles Lee with honors. Louis Lee. Zarina Mendoza with honors. Vicky Mo with honors. Christopher Hilton Onesto with distinction. Andre Walter with honors. Entertainment design.
Good morning, I'm Tim Flattery, Chair of Entertainment Design. It's my complete honor to present to you the candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Entertainment Design.
Trevor Brown. Andrew Chen. Claire Chen with honors. Raquel Grisales. Jin Kim. Oriana Menendez. Jane Schneider with honors. Ross Tran. Cassie Yan. Vahe Efremian with honors. Scott Zentano with honors. Environmental design.
Good morning. I'm David McCarskey, the chair of graduate and undergraduate environmental design. And if you've seen their senior show, you know this is one awesome group of talent. So it's my great pleasure to announce our candidates for a Bachelor of Science and undergraduate of environmental design.
Connie Shang Bakshi with distinction, a Design Matters concentration and certificate of completion in the Pacific Rim project. Sean Chen with honors and a certificate of completion in the Pacific Rim project. Taylor Chang with honors and a certificate of completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Heidi Gong with honors and a certificate of completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Katie Healy with honors. So-Yeon Kim with honors and a certificate of completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Bel Tanasorn Techa Arponkul. Frank Tran with honors and a certificate of completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Film.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you again. I missed you. Anyway, I'm very honored to present our candidates for Bachelor of Fine Arts in Film.
Paul Melio.
Paul.
Kai Nihara with honors. Florine Nuyesh with honors. Matt Plaxco. Jessamine Prince. Emmett Sutherland with honors. Tina Watcott.
Bye for real this time.
Fine art.
Hi, I'm Tom Nechtel. I'm the interim chair of undergrad fine art, and I and the other fine art faculty are incredibly proud of the 8 young artists who are graduating today. It's a real pleasure to introduce them to you.
Andrew Bennett with honors. Martin Garcia Castel. Colleen Hargaden with distinction. Antonietta Elena Jimenez. Kara Ray Joven with distinction. Brittany Lambari with honors. Brandon James Mamone with honors. Brian Tarpey with distinction. Graphic design.
Guten Tag. I'm Nick Hafermaß. I'm the chair of the graphic design department, and I'm extremely proud to present to you the graphic design rockers this term, the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in graphic design.
Kevin Alexander with honors. Brittany Benayan with honors. Angela Chu with honors and a certificate of completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Mona Gabay with the Certificate of Completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Renee Kim with the Design Matters concentration. Andy Lee. Grace Lee. Pei Lu with distinction. Pearlyn Lee with distinction. Janya Menges. Yorel Parcell. Michael Richardson with honors and a Certificate of Completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Irene Saavedra. Kelsey Shang with honors. Jonathan Shee with honors and a Certificate of Completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Minato Ushiyama. Johnny Woods with distinction. Dong Zhang with a Certificate of Completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Stacy Zhao with honors and a Certificate of Completion in Test Lab Berlin project. Illustration.
Good morning, my name is Anne Field. I'm Department Chair of Illustration at ArtCenter, and it's my pleasure and complete honor to introduce you to the candidates for Bachelor of Fine Art in Illustration.
James Ahn. Lydia Anslow with honors. Stephanie Amber Adesado. Vanessa Benavides. Jeremy Berger with honors. Jinha Bong. Erica Butenschun with honors. Susie Chang with honors. Hoffman Chen. Lily Li Yi Chen with honors and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Christine Chung with honors and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. YG Chu with honors. Lulu Curiel. Jessica Dang with honors. Andrew Du. Addison Eaton with honors and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Edward Georgian with honors. Trevor Grabrowski. Gabriela Guzman. Kim Hua. Chen Wen Hong. Tenny Isakhanian with distinction. Chen Jiang. Nikki Johnson. Alma Michelle Juarez. Sean Zhang. Evelina Kazarian. Mary Jane Kim. Karen Kuo with honors. John Cavasi with a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Angela Lee. Ha-Gyung Lee. Jacob Lentz. Gabriella Levitt. Davina Lowe. Zach Mendoza with honors and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Noah Manuskin with honors. Gina Park with honors. Mary Pierce with honors. Patrick Pedroza. Jasmine Gingy Perez. Katie Perez with distinction and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Phil Robles with distinction and a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Alexandra Saravia. Alicia Tenoyan with distinction. Josie Tao with honors. Yu Chi Wang. Terry Yang with honors and a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Denise Yap with honors. Cassie Zhang with honors and a certificate of completion in the LA Berlin Poster Collective. Interactive design.
Good morning, I'm Maggie Hendry, Chair of Interaction Design, and it is a complete honor and with great pride that ArtCenter presents our first Interaction Design Bachelor of Science candidates.
Carl Clifford Walker. Claudia Wong. Ting Wu. Photography and imaging.
Good morning. It is my greatest honor and pleasure to introduce to you these candidates for Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography and Imaging.
MJ Katz Blumberg with honors. Chelsea Carty. Sabrina Che. Erin Holland. Ryan Kim with honors. Daria Kobayashi Rich with distinction. Julian Latif with honors. Miranda Lorenz with a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Carson Lin with honors. Victoria Nichols. Kevin Douglas Reeve with honors. Stephanie Marina Romero with distinction. Wesley Sun with a certificate of completion in the London Study Away course. Product design.
Good morning. I'm Karen Hoffman, Chair of Product Design, and it is my great pleasure to presenting this magnificent group of candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Product Design.
Daniel Bromberg with a Design Matters concentration. Martin Francisco with distinction. Eric Ikeda. Mariko Higaki Iwai with honors. Ella Yuna Jong. Joseph Kahn. Carolina Rodriguez with the Design Matters concentration. Transportation Design.
Hi, my name is Stuart Reed, and it is my honor to present a very talented and skillful group of candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Transportation Design.
Thomas Bellison with distinction. Daniel Che with distinction. King Hoi Chan. Jerry Chen. Di Chen. Min Ki Chung with honors. Giancarlo Foschetti. Yang Fu. Alexander Kalifalovsky. Rezika Shanapur. Albert Kim. Taewon Kim. Frank Lee. Sina Mirasati. Sean Peterson. Marcello Reilly. Josh Tang. Chris Ujensai. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the end of the graduation ceremony, we ask everyone to please remain seated until all graduates have completed the recessional. After the graduates have exited the auditorium, you can meet them on the plaza. Thank you. Once again, please welcome Dr. Lorne Buckman.
So this is a creative school, and sometimes, things change, and we work with what we have, and we respond to the moment. And all of us, I think, were incredibly touched by our beautiful friend Drew and his response to his award. And at that point, things shifted, and we started moving on, and a space needed to open for him to come and give some remarks to the class. And so it is with great pleasure that I invite back to the podium this wonderful man of heart and incredible talent to say a few words, and when he's complete, I will officially confer the degrees on all of you. Drew, please welcome back.
Okay, don't expect anything. Especially after all the eloquent things have come flowing off this platform. All I can say is I was born to be an artist, I guess, because I could never express myself verbally. So I painted, and it made people happy, and I thought, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to make people happy, so I wrote this stuff. Actually, I'll tell you where this came from. I do all my creating asleep, at night, with my eyes closed in bed, because there's nothing disturbing my vision. And so I create everything, techniques, compositions, color, you name it. But when I'm awake and I have to write a presentation to you and my eyes are open, I can't think. So, excuse me, but I'm going to try and read it, oh, which I can't do either. You look at me, I can't read. I went through school on my ears. If they didn't tell me in class, then I didn't know it. I didn't read the books. I didn't read anything at college. Sounds stupid, doesn't it? Guess what my grade point average was? 4.0. Anyhow, I'm going to do like everybody else was. They actually read theirs. I was going to make it up for you, and so far I am. Here you are, graduating. What does that mean? You finish something. Oh my goodness, what? I'm going to deviate immediately. 20, 25 years. You started out with your parents and you lived under their wings, food, shelter, and clothing, and education. All your lives, I hope. Not like me, I didn't have any. But where's that? Oh, yeah. This is the end of your youthful life. Hey, I went to the graduate shows. All they talked about was, I'm going to get a job. You're going to get out from under your parents' wings. You're going to become responsible for yourself and what you do and what you think. Hopefully, ArtCenter has prepared you to be a useful member of society. I didn't mean that to be funny. Anyway, this you won't like. I remember the Proverbs. I was once a child. I spake as a child, thought as a child, reasoned as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Why did that come to mind with your graduation? Not that you're all men, but it's time to put away childish things. It's time. It really is time to grow up. In fact, in a moment, what's that word I can never remember? It's going to commence. Commencement, do you know what it means? I had to look it up. It means to start, to begin. They named this a commencement. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to start as adults to carry your own load. it's, should I read or should I just keep stumbling around? Okay, make no mistake, this change, this transition is not about just getting a job. That's the easy part. It's about becoming who you are, your values, your principles, your purposes. This is not an art class anymore. Commence building your adult heart, mind, and morals. You have the power to make of yourself whatever you want to be. You are free to build what you are. So, in remembrance of Indiana Jones, choose wisely. In wisdom, justice, love, and power, you are on a powerful path now, a choice to be creative artists. Damn, that's a power. Creative power to make something new, to make something live, love, wisdom, power, and truth. You have that power. You've been trained how to use it. I hope you make that choice to be creative artists and make your art beautiful with truth, peace, and love, and it will encourage and inspire others. Can you think of anything better to live for? Damn right. You brought something to mind. My teacher told me when I was in school, the one guy that said so. I watched in class, and people were talking and smoking and playing, and he's lecturing. And I took him aside one day, or when he was stepping aside, I asked, how do you keep teaching and you work so passionately? Nobody's listening. Oh, you've been there. His answer was, I do it for the one. He knew who he was talking to, the one that was listening. I hope things have gotten better over these last 50 years, and that you're all the one that listens and the one that's going to do the job of making the world a better place. You can see I'm kind of faking it here. And this is the first time I ever put on reading glasses, so I didn't find the focus. You know, it's time to carry your own load, to be mature, to figure out what life is and what you are about. Start forming your principles and your values now, your goals, and base them on something good and life-giving, just as you have been doing by choosing to be creative. I learned very recently there's something really cool that we can do. You can make life. Everybody can kill and destroy. We have something wonderful. We have the power to make life. Make people live, want to live, be happy to be alive. And like that. Okay. I don't mean to diminish our power. We have the greatest thing. We really do. I've lived a life alone, and then all of a sudden they invented this computer thing. And I get emails from around the world, and I had no idea how art was affecting people until they wrote and told me so. We inspire millions of people, make them happy. Just looking at a picture makes them peaceful. I mean, all the good things in life art can do for people. So don't ever give up on it. It's hard to get an audience. It's hard to do a lot of things. But if you keep it up, you'll only get better and you'll only help more. And now you have the advantage of having emails that I didn't have. And I'm sure you will find an audience very quickly, because it's a big world and there's a lot of people looking for the love you can give them. So, let's see, you have a great power and you can use it for good. Okay. You can make people happy. You can make their lives more beautiful. Doing so will give you value and will give your life purpose. I've traveled around the world a lot and talked to thousands of people, and a subject always comes up, and I ask people very simply, what do you want out of life? If you ask yourself that, what do you want out of life? And one answer keeps coming back and back and back. Everybody says, I just want to be happy. And gee, I'm looking at an audience that has the skill to make people happy. Okay. Am I taking up your lunchtime? Think about this through your entire life. Who are we? Who are you? Who do you want to be? And what do you want to achieve? Create a good life, a remarkable life, a valuable life. Step into this road that is the rest of your life, making the choice of who and what you are. So I'm going to read, I thought I was full of shit, so I found a quote from Albert Einstein, who some of you may think he's smarter than me. The ideals, this he says, the ideals that have lighted my way and time after time have given me new courage to face life cheerfully and have been kindness, beauty, and truth. Did you think he thought that way? Without the sense of kinship with men of like mind, without the occupation of the objective world, the eternally unattainable in the field of art and scientific endeavors, life would have seemed empty to me. That's Albert Einstein. The tried objects of human efforts, possessions, outward success, luxury, have all seemed to me contemptible. You're here to make the world a happy place and a beautiful place. That's what Albert Einstein lived for. So be wise, just, powerful, and life-giving. Most of all, be loving. Put your hearts into these things, and no one will be able to touch your happiness and your beauty. So in the end, I hope the love that you take will become equal to the love that you make.
Thank you, Drew. I think we'd all agree that your love has helped make this a very special graduation ceremony. Following our ceremony, yeah, one more applause for him. So following the ceremony, I want to invite everyone to visit our graduation show on both campuses and to see the extraordinary work assembled by our graduating students. And so now it is the time for me to officially confer the degrees, and I must do that with the entire graduating class standing, please. All right. Are you ready? Okay. On the recommendation of the faculty, and on behalf of the trustees of ArtCenter College of Design, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon the fall class of 2015 the degrees issued here today with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California, on December 12, 2015, please join me in a warm and strong round of applause for these brilliant and wonderful people. Congratulations all. Thank you, and that concludes our graduation ceremony.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, pimp strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Now, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark. We raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye, I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer, nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Here we go back, this is the